Buddha Dostin, the Richer of the night. That's how it's pronounced in Japanese, by the way, just in case you didn't know. Okay, quick reminder. Yes, I have played a little bit of this, but we only played like a day or so before the Switch version fixes went out, so we're just gonna start a new game, all right? That means I'm also going to save over my old save file. Wow, we can have blue blood, purple blood, get shark get animation. Perfect. Yeah. Playtime 5.5 hours. Yeah. Not a whole lot. Only 504 of the 505 games were Ephemeral Fantasia. Oh boy, what should I name myself? Oh, I can name myself anything. I'll just go with Miriam for now. Well, we gotta play on normal on first time playthroughs anyway. I'm not the type to like super punish myself with ultra hard gameplay before I've even understood the game, you know? You gotta know where things are. How to play the game, how to build your characters. Some people are really good at that though, not me.
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass. But not all welcomed the change.
Metal Gear.
In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the shardbinders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demonkind. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the shardbinders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, 2 survived. Jebel, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who was spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years had passed. Mankind too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens.
I have noticed that the story is exactly the same.
Jebel is the architect of this new, blood-stained ritual. Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
For once, a game neither Liam O'Brien or Troy Baker is in. It's pretty hard to find one of those, isn't it?
Johannes, are you certain it was...
Hey!
It was Jebel's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
She sounds familiar.
I know how you feel, but the facts are apparent.
Yeah, the plot does remain unchanged. Yes, that's a boob tattoo.
The hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to...
All right, Futaba, that's
There's
right.
no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously, not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Gebel is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The Shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something.
But I have to prove myself. I have to ignorantly prove myself arbitrarily for no reason, despite having no actual ability to defeat said opponent, and thus cause me to die and sacrifice myself for the hero so I can have a nice little emotional story arc.
10 whole years.
Kappa.
What put me in that sleep?
Maybe you were really tired. Did you if you play a lot, you know, like you're really tired, you can sleep. If you wear yourself out physically, you'll sleep like a baby. By the way, anybody that struggles with sleep, wear yourself out physically. Go do a lot of exercise, do a lot of stuff, you know, run around, whatever. You sleep like a
I had
baby.
the answer.
Like really wear yourself out.
All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
Yeah, the chest sure is packed. Well, the movement's much tighter. When I press a button, it does the thing. That's good. Frame rate seems fine. Yeah, movement seems way better. Oh, get right, light bow! Kung Fu Shu. Kung Fu Shu!
Good. You're prepared. The next order of business is to...
Rawr! The next order of business is to kick this thing's ass. You been in a martial arts movie kick recently? Oh, no pun intended. Shard, a crystallized form of demon powder cannot be handled by an ordinary human being. Press X to conjure shard. Press X to trigger projectile magic. Consumes MP. Launch a bouncing ball of water at enemies. Cerulean splash.
Is that a shard?
Was that a shot?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
Got it. Absorb shards in massive
I know my
quantities.
body's limits better than anyone, and I'm going to need all the power I can get. If I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it. Just promise you won't push yourself.
Ah! Oh, that guy's dead.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have
Maybe the
infested
same
ship.
way that the last one that got inside by breaking through the window.
Then they can help
that's a
me
little
wake up
loud.
these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck. with
Bombo, thank you for the 29 months of Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, dude. Still deciding if I'm going to stick with the Pro controller right now. So far, seems fine. Get kicked in the face. Does the movement speed seem to be in line with the game you guys played? It still feels a little sluggish moving. Potion. But better than I remember it being. It just kind of feels a little floaty.
This device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to
Seems
it.
right in line. Okay. There are certain doors that are open by holding Miriam's arm in front of it. Tilt. Okay. Why is there a magic only door on the galleon? Ha! 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 But I showed her my magic hand. I showed it my magic hand. Okay, that's a secret for sure. Dude, this is like Chun-Li fighting simulator because it's like low kick, low kick, low kick. That's all you want to do. Yep. Already found all the secrets. Hey, Zernel, thank you for the 1 year, dude. 1 year resub. Whatever up here. Country dress. 1 int, 2 mind, 3 defense. Oh man. Does seem to. Oh. HP max up. Yo, I'm finding all the secrets. I'm like secret finder guy 02, background 02, secret guy. That's me. And I'm already noticing something that I missed. Country girls real strong in defense. I mean, that's true, you know. There's something up here. You see that? But I need like a double jump or something to get up there. I'll have to come back here, I guess. What's harder to type than BGG? Let's turn this up. Yeah, that's better. Oh, secret finder guy 02, background finder guy. Hi. Ah! Ow. Okay, I don't like you being in my way. Let's see if I can figure out how to cast that spell. I figured it out. Rusted ring. Equipment. Accessory. Rusted ring. 2 defense. 1 con. Surprisingly fragile for such a big guy. I know, right? Oh, I can slide. Now we're just gonna slide everywhere. Slide! Tunic. Probably worse than my super secret found country dress. For my studies, I have found the existence of the following attributes: slash, thrust, strike, fire, ice, thunder, light, dark, poison, curse, and stone. Let's find out how terrible this not country dress is. Wow, terrible. As expected. Which way? See, the game just did tutorial me on how to jump down. It's probably gonna teach me. It's probably gonna be like, hey, did you remember how to jump down? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I do want this secret. That's actually the right way. Save point. It's like I'm a god gamer and I know exactly how it works. I might as well just save over this one instead. There's plenty of save files. I already forgot what button attack is. The kicking sound effect is a little awkward sometimes. Oh, that's gonna be a cannon, isn't it? Too bad it's dead. And I leveled up, and I got something else. I got penetrated. Directional shards, aim with R and press ZR to activate. Cast magic towards the aimed direction, consumes MP. Flame cannon, launch a fireball in the designated direction. Do I have to use the L1? Oh, that's a little glitchy. Are you okay there? Dude, Cloud Stripe eats your heart out. Look how fast she can do squats, man. Dude, how many squats can she do? She would totally get the wig. She is the squat master. Cloud and Zack don't got nothing on her. Channels can drop Mana Rose when destroyed. Mana Rose's magic orb the slightly replenishes MP. Okay. That's not a place, that's not like a, okay. Some say the Directional Shatter Shard is the most OP spell in the game. Not a spoiler, I don't really know, I just couldn't pass up the joke. The Shard is, I don't, what? I'm really tired, man. Ow! I'm really tired right now. I did not get any sleep, and I felt like I freaking woke up from a death, like just. Oh my god! Hey, why'd you say I kicked his water ball, dude? Hairband, accessory too, or not? Ares horns. Defense 1 inch 1. Oh, that's cute. The head. I forgot that the headwear does that. SP rounds. A gun can be shot by equipping a consumable bullet. When you run out of type of bullets that was equipped, the bullet will be replaced with a much weaker infinite bullet. Okay, so this was like. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Take this! I'm not sure how I care about guns in games like this. Kind of takes away a lot of the fun when you're just like, I guess I'll just gun you from 18 miles away. Not sure if I want to use the D-pad. So far the D-pad on the Pro Controller is working out just fine, but I usually hate analog controls for platformers. This game tends to be more fun when the language turned to Japanese. The English is pretty blah. I completely and absolutely 100% disagree with everything you just stated there. First off, language has very little to do with how fun a game is. Second, the voice acting is perfectly fine. I'd imagine the Japanese voice acting being the very standard, typical anime voice acting you get in literally every anime, so I'll pass on that, thanks though. Appreciate it. Some people are just Japanese voice actor purists. If it's not the very typical same voice acting of every Japanese anime ever, then it's just not good to them. It's fine. But I don't have my anime trope characters. Ow, that was quite the fall. Whoa, hey, nice floating. Hello? Yeah, I know. It's like David Hayter, the voice for Futaba in Persona 5, and a number of other really good. Yeah, so I'm going to say this again. People tend to think Japanese voice acting is better, and the reason is because you don't speak fluent conversational Japanese. Guarantee it that you don't. So you don't understand how the nuances of language are not being applied. Like, we're having a nice casual conversation or normal talking or whatever. Game voice acting tends to be more dramatic and, you know, fancy, I guess you could say. And that goes the but the thing is about voice acting in Japan is that they actually just do the same tropey characters over and over and over again. And that's it, you know, and that's fine, whatever. But the Japanese voice acting in animes these days is the same thing as you get in cartoons, like for kids and stuff that we get. Like, so like when you watch like the Very Odd Parents, that voice acting that's very Saturday morning cartoons, that's the same quality of voice acting you're getting from all your Japanese animations and video games. It's the same, the exact same. Can I shoot down? No, I can't. But hey, it's better. It's not. It's just different. You prefer Japanese if you start out with Japanese is not, then I don't care. I don't. I always start off with American, or not American, English. I want to be able to watch my game, not read it. Ooh. Ooh. Very Odd Parents is a great show. It's amazing. I love it. However, I mean, the voice acting isn't like really super good realistic voice acting or anything. It's Saturday morning cartoons, which is cute. It's endearing. It's fun. Nice. Oh, we'll put the heck out of that. Dude, I think I just cut off his like foot or something because it went flying. Okay, that was his head this time. I'm sure it's as varied as in Japanese. No, it's not actually, Yoshi. It's actually not. It's intentionally not varied. The reason is because they actually like those tropey characters. They want it repeated. They don't want to go outside the bounds of their tropes. So there's like 15 or so main character archetypes that are just repeated over and over and over again since like the 80s, and they like it that way. There's very few like new unique character archetype styles that are introduced over time, but it's because they want it that way. They tried breaking out of that, and everybody's like, no, we want the tropes. Flashing air kick. Perform up to 3 spinning kicks by repeating the same command. So like, if I went ha ha ha, maybe I need to have a punchy weapon on. De toi. That's French. It's hard to do though. Maybe it's just the deep. Oh, I don't have mana. That's why. Of course, yeah. No, of course. You don't know it's bad or good or whatever because you don't speak Japanese. Exactly. That's exactly it. We understand, like, we pick up on the nuances of the English voice acting because we understand English fluently. It's our native language. So any weird nuances of how they handle words is easily picked up by us. So if it's not natural feeling speaking, then we're gonna be like, that's awkward. But I mean, there's also different like styles. There's the Saturday morning cartoon style where it's like, golly gee, let's go save the world, you know. And then there's something in between, which is kind of what this is. And then there's something like super realistic, which is like Death Stranding. You know what I mean? But there's the varying degrees of everything. But in Japan, it's like always the Saturday morning cartoon style in anime and video game voice acting. Hey, Jed Killa, thank you for a year resub. Thank you. I think they can come up a little bit because I don't think the actual other alerts will be loud enough if that's not even audible. But again, nothing against enjoying Japanese voice acting, my friend. But saying the English VA is bad in this game is a huge incorrect statement. It's not fantastic, but it fits the style perfectly, and it's totally fine. And the voice talent's very good. But I doubt the Japanese voice acting is any better. Oh, hey. 1 year anime boobies. Oh my god, please, dude. Looks like I need a double jump of some kind to get up there. So I remember one thing when I was playing it a few months ago, specifically that... Oh, there we go. Was that like things like this where I would try to run and jump off a platform to like do a long jump were really hard because of the input delay. So you'd have to like hit the button like right here and then you jump off at the edge. But that's definitely gone. When I press the jump button, I jump, and that's a huge bonus. Ah! Damn it, I thought I'd kill it before it shot. I was wrong. It's Anime Symphony of the Night? I mean, it really is, isn't it, right? It's Anime Symphony of the Night. Characters like super big chested, wearing a short skirt with all the frills. It's like her outfit is incredibly anime fan service. Big old boobies hanging out and freaking the Victorian style frills with the shortest skirt you've ever seen in your entire life, just barely below the panty line. You know, I'm a big fan of the clay more, but sometimes I'd like to see maybe a clay less, once or twice.
Yeah!
Oh, boom! I love using big weapons, dude. Who even needs to use magic? I'm just gonna freaking smash this dude in the face with my giant sword. Just a shortcut return? I mean, I'll take the shortcut. Save it. The clay mostis. Yeah, true. True. I would like to see that as well. There's irony in using a Futaba emote here when the character I'm playing as is voiced by the same person that did Futaba. I wonder if I can do animation cancels by landing with the weapon swing. Like, no. In fact, it's actually worse to do it. Well, it's a little bit better. But there's no animation canceling for landing, unfortunately, so you can't like exploit that. I think I remember being able to do that before, where you could like do a short hop and swing, and then you wouldn't have a landing animation, and you could exploit that. Official Art of Maria and Symphony of the Night. Yeah, that looks very 90s version of Miriam, to be honest. Looks like a very 90s version of her. But I mean, there's no shortage of short-skirted warrior ladies out there. Whip. We Simon now, boys, and grills. Let's see what it feels like. Oh, that's really slow. I mean, it covers a big range, like a big area of effect. I like that, but it's really slow. And for how weak it is, I mean, I could get the same effect with the sword and hit for much harder, so I think I'll stick with the sword.